Alright, namaste everyone. Hope you're all having a nice day. Hope you're all having a blessed day. Hope you're all enjoying yourselves. I hope you're all breaking through, becoming the best version of yourselves every single moment of every single day. I had an experience earlier this past weekend. And I think that something that gets left out in the spiritual community, amongst Lightworkers, Empaths, chosen ones, what have you, is the importance of not only doing the light work, being the light here in the earth realm, here in the three-dimensional reality, but in other dimensions and parallel realities and parallel universes as well. It's really important. It's really important. We're so multifaceted and so interdimensional, multidimensional that Source assigned us not only to bring the light here on Earth, but everywhere. Other worlds, other dimensions, other realities, other planets, what have you. It was interesting because this past weekend I was actually relaxing at the pool, believe it or not. And I was contemplating things. I was contemplating the course of a book. I'm actually in the process of beginning to write. The first few pages are done, but I was debating amongst myself whether if I was going to do just one book or if it was going to have a sequel to it, and I was pondering on the evolution of my villain, my main antagonist of the book. Initially, I was debating whether if I should have the villain be this or have the villain be that, and how the story was going to progress, and if there was going to be a second part to the story, a second book. And the more my imagination delved into it, I began to realize that I was actually starting to shift my consciousness into a higher dimension, a higher reality, another world. My imagination had actually opened up a gateway, a vortex to another dimension, and lo and behold, there was actually an incredibly powerful entity that was right through that gateway, that was in that parallel universe. And it was something similar to what I had imagined for the villain in my book, but it was an actual, entity, an actual being, an actual consciousness. And I tell you, this thing was just powerful. Incredibly powerful. Large and just otherworldly. It was just people, light workers, spiritual people, You guys have had these experiences before, I trust, and this thing was just... And it was pissed off, it was mad. It was gritting its teeth, it was baring its teeth at me, it was growling and hissing and just... It was just angry. But Source put it on my heart to do a healing for this being. And so I did just that. I looked at it and I began to project healing divine energy from my third eye and onto the consciousness and onto the soul of this being, this interdimensional being. And I started to heal it. I released it of its hurt, of its pain, of its anger, of its resentment. And it completely transformed the being. It transformed the dimension, the reality. The reality went from a kind of a little bit of a barren, lifeless plane to a thriving cornucopia, forests, jungles, and more alive. The being just, the entity was released of its troubles and it started to fly off and just have a ball. Now, I get that some people could say that that's just a projection of my own inner healing, my own inner progression on the ascension journey, but it was an actual realm, it was an actual being, and I helped to spread the light and heal it and made that dimension a better place, made that world a better place. And this isn't the first time that something like this has happened before. I've actually been contacted by a different race, different species from another realm, that their planet was, suffering from a climate catastrophe, basically, and they asked me to lend them a helping hand, and I helped to stabilize their weather patterns and their climate, and now they're doing a whole lot better. So Lightworkers, Empaths, Chosen Ones, spiritually adept, be mindful that we're not only here to spread the light here on Earth, we're here to spread the light everywhere, across all time, space, reality, dimension, all universes and worlds and realities and dimensions. We're here to spread the light. We're here to spread the love. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this message, and I hope that you guys got something out of it. Love you all. Namaste. Have a great day. Be blessed.